My name's Rich White. I represent Best Cap Entertainment. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Honestly, my biggest inspiration in my life is probably my kids. I got 3 children and a loving wife at home, you know what I mean? And they push me to do what I do. Because really, I don't have any other talents. MCing is something that I did as a kid, you know what I mean? When they were banging on the lunchroom table in 7th grade, you know what I mean? It's just like, I was always into music. I loved music. And when they would circle up and there's somebody banging on the table, like, I just was like inspired, and I stepped into the circle, and the first time I ever spit, I freestyled, and the whole room stopped, and they turned and they just were like, oh, and it was an ocean, and like, I swear to God, man, my Jimmy almost got hard, the whole 9. It was a beautiful feeling, and I've been chasing that ever since, you know what I mean? Like, just music itself is inspiring, you know what I mean? Like, when I hear another MC that's dope, it gives me the chills. Like, I hear somebody that's spitting something and they actually have content to their lyrics, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know, man, I'm just trying to do me. I'm having fun, I'm living life. I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for Barry, Best Cap, you know what I mean? He found me when I was in a rut, you know what I mean? And he picked me up out of a fucking hole and put me in a booth, and it's been curtains from there, you know what I mean? My very first mixtape that I put out and released, it was called Speak Truth, and from there on out I always said that I would wear my dirt on my sleeve, and I do that. I had a problem with drugs. Recently this year I had a slip and I relapsed, and it was a dark time for me, a very dark time for me. You can tell if you Google my video right now, Who Are You? You can just tell by looking at that. It's kind of demented, you know what I mean? The whole twist of this song, it's dark, you know what I mean? And to go from doing some happy-go-lucky stuff to stuff like that, you know what I mean? I think I kind of needed it though. Like, I needed to be humble again, you know what I mean? Because I was on top of the world for a while there. I had almost 2 years continuous sobriety, and I slipped, and it hurt me, but then again at the same time, you know, it was kind of that shot that I needed, because now that I'm back on my toes again, you know what I mean, and I'm doing the right thing, I feel like that experience is just another step, you know what I mean, that it's going to take me where I need to be. If you listen to some of my music, you'll hear an anti-drug message, you know what I mean? If you listen close to the lyrics, there's a song I did with Loyal called I Don't Care. There's a video out for it. It portrays addiction in active addiction, but if you listen to the lyrics and the content, it's about getting through it and being able to overcome them obstacles. You know, I always thought that, you know, for example, God is a big part of my life. Without God, I would not be here, and you know, I always thought God was the one throwing these obstacles in front of me, but I realized God was the one that was helping me get over these obstacles, you know what I mean? And I've been able to achieve that, so I'm just gonna keep grinding and keep jumping over these obstacles, and if anybody steps in my way, I'm gonna jump over that and just keep going and keep going, you know what I mean? Through my music, you know what I mean, that's really all I have. The only thing I've ever had was MCing. I don't think, I mean, that people would remember me as like the kid that used to cook cheesesteaks and sell nickel bags at a pizza shop, you know what I mean? Like, cause I did that and that's who I was. You know what I mean? Just coming from where I'm from, like, I don't know, I wanted to leave my dent on the world, and I just never really knew how I was gonna do it, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, I was playing sports, I was forced onto a baseball field by my father, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean, I always loved athletics and stuff like that, but that wasn't my true calling, and I knew it. Like, I knew that there was something more. Like, I was always center stage, like, always, no matter what. I guess it's in the fact that it's in my blood, and I'm a Libra, you know what I mean? My dad was a cocky, arrogant son of a bitch, and I'm the same way. So, you know, music was my way of venting and putting my mark on this earth, you know what I mean? Because if you listen to my lyrics, I have songs that are just fully about my life, you know what I mean? And it's expression of self. I got a project coming out right now. Shout outs to Marsden House. I got a project with them coming out called Breaking Bad. There's no date on that yet. I'm still working on it. I put out these 2 videos. They were kind of just you know, throwaway joints. I did a joint Me Neither with Loyal and Knots, and then I did the Who Are You, you know what I mean, for myself. But to promote that, I'm gonna have the Breaking Bad album. I'm doing a song for my city, Philadelphia. It's called Hometown. It's produced by Scott Cushman, and it's one of them tracks. It's gonna be epic, you know what I mean? And be on the lookout for that. And Rich White, Breaking Bad. That's the name of the mixtape, coming soon. Nah, man, FKD, Frankfurt. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for y'all. Simpson, Frankfurt, that's where I'm from. That's where I'm coming from. I do this for you, I do this for me, and I do this for Philly because I love you.